Hello YouTubers, this is Brian again. I wanted to post a quick little video of the recent maintenance that I had to do on the van. I went on a recent trip. The fridge wasn't working. The fantastic fan wasn't working. The bathroom exhaust fan was not working. I think I had one other issue too. Well, I had a battery cable issue as well. The van wasn't charging. So there is maintenance to a van, especially this is a 1998 vehicle. You're going to have more maintenance. So this is a 3-way Dometic fridge. I probably need to get a new one actually, but basically they need to be, I don't know, annually or every other year or twice a year, you need to clean the propane. There's a burner system on absorption refrigerators. There's a burner system and you got to clean that periodically, and that's what happened. This was dirty and so it didn't work. And of course I'm new to RVing. I didn't even know how to clean it properly, so I need to learn that still. I paid an RV dealer to fix that for me. Also, I didn't realize these fantastic fans that require maintenance at least, I don't know, once a year or so. There's so much moisture that gets up in here, it corrodes the wires. You get bad contacts, and they just don't work. The lid doesn't go up, it's stuck shut. They have a rain sensor in here that prevents it from working. I actually have this covered with a MaxxAir vent cover, which RV dealers tell you not to even do. But you know what? They're not living in the RV, I am, and so I'm gonna do it. Justin Incredible thought it was a good idea as well. And it prevents rain from getting in, and you can still close and open and operate your fan. So I recommend everyone do that. In fact, I'm gonna probably replace this. I also agree with Justin Incredible. These automatic up and down, they don't work reliably. So my next one, I'm gonna go low tech. I'm gonna have a manual up. That way, when I want it up, it's up. When I want it down, it's down. And I have no annual maintenance issues getting this up and down. And the same thing with the rain sensor. I'm gonna, I think, get the next unit without a rain sensor, because right now it's a little bit damp out. And there's a little drop of water up there, and it's preventing this from even opening. So on even moist days, even it stopped raining. And I can't even open this, and it's hot in here. So these fantastic fans are very, very frustrating if you're living in them or staying in them when it's raining or right after a rain. Even a day or two it takes, and so they're frustrating. So there's even maintenance for that. Secondly, my exhaust fan, same issue. So I had to put in a new one. You can see my brand new exhaust fan. The old one was the original one. The wires had corroded, the handles had rusted, and it just wouldn't turn on. And this is kind of a fairly low-tech one. There's one little electrical connection here, and it's pretty simple to operate. So as opposed to putting more money and fixing the old one, I replaced that. And lastly, on the battery maintenance, my batteries wouldn't charge. My batteries were dead, and they're underneath this step here. I've got a 108 amp hour battery, and then in here I got well, I can't show you right now, but I have two batteries, and come to find out, it took me a couple days to diagnose what was happening, and I took the fuse apart to see if it was the fuse. There's a fuse in line with the battery cable. And when I put the fuse back in the line, it was good, of course. The wire literally fell apart, and the wire is probably the equivalent diameter of you know, my middle finger, pretty thick diameter. The copper wire actually disintegrated. It was kind of like a fine dust. It disintegrated. There was no electrical connection, and therefore the power coming in from my solar didn't actually make it to my batteries because the wire. So when you're diagnosing your electrical issues in your RV, don't forget to check the wire, and do not assume the wire is good. You know, I checked the first thing I did is checked all the connections. I redid all the connections, cleaned them all. Next thing I did was I checked the inline fuse. That was good, and I checked all the connections with the solar. Everything was good. I couldn't figure it out, and sure enough, when I put the fuse back in, the wire fell apart in my hands. It's a good thing that it did, or otherwise I still wouldn't have figured out what the issue was. So don't forget to check your wire, and I'll have to read online. I bet you somewhere they recommend replacing those battery cables every couple years. I bet probably someone recommends that. So sorry, I just want to mention some of the upgrades and maintenance items that I've had to take care of. Again, my future updates will be getting a brand new low-tech, fantastic fan, because dealing with an automatic fan is very